this fear line that we face. Some people it's short, some people it's high. I thought about this, and let's just say this beam right here. It's so high off the ground. I don't know what it is, 1.5 feet off the ground. I can step up on this. I'm not real fearful, right? I mean, most of you could come up here. I don't know, maybe a few of you would say, well, that is too high. Okay, that is my fear level is right there. That's enough for me. But most of us, it's not a big deal. We would walk across this and we'd say, well, it doesn't really require much faith. I'm not really fearful. If I fall off, okay, I'm okay. Not a big deal. Now, if I were to raise this, 10 feet, and this was 10 feet up in the air, I'm not going to do it. Thank you. Anyway, I would go up really high, but we just didn't have the height. No, just joking. If we were to raise this 10 feet off the ground, what now? How many people would drop out and say, "Ooh, I can't do that"? Some of you would still be like, "Yeah, man, I got it. I'll walk across it." Well, what if I were to raise it up 100 feet? What if I were to raise 1,000 feet? 2,000 feet? I don't know. Where's your line? Now, here's the thing that's funny about this is this. Whether this beam is at 2 feet or 2,000 feet, the skill to walk across it is all the same. I just simply step, keep my balance, and go. There's no difference between 2 feet and 2,000 feet. The only thing that has changed is my fear level has gone out of the roof. The skill doesn't change. It doesn't change. Me walking across this beam is the same whether this is at 2 feet, 2,000 feet, 20,000 feet. It doesn't matter. It's the same skill. I can do it. You can do it. It's not a question of can you do it. It's a question of your fear and will you do it, right? Because at 2,000 feet, probably not. Right? Maybe this, but if this was like extended another foot or two, no way. Why? Because you're afraid that you've forgotten how the dexterity works in your muscles, and you say, well, I don't think my dexterity works that high. I mean, it takes a whole new skill level to move this foot and tell my brain to do this, and to do this over here. My brain's just got to, compute at a higher level at high. No, it doesn't. It's all the same. 2 feet, 2,000 feet, it doesn't matter. What has changed is the fear factor has been raised. So what does that mean? What am I talking about here? Is this. You're going to have a level that God is calling you to. And you're going to find that you're going to be able to walk across at one certain level, and you're going to say, oh, I'm comfortable, I'm good, I can do this. But just be prepared. Because if you want all that God has, He's going to raise the beam. He's going to raise it to higher levels. And guess what you've got to do? Walk across it. Can God do it? Absolutely. You can do this at 2,000, 20,000, 2 feet. It doesn't matter. But your fear will keep you from it. Your fear will say, no way, I can't do that. God will raise it up. Can I tell you this? God will always raise the bar in your life. Why? Because He's madly in love with you. And He has incredible things that He wants to do in and through you. So you better believe that He always is going to raise the bar. Always. And He's going to challenge us. But we can't let fear keep us from it. We've got to feed the faith, not the fear.